about Pete Alonso. Listen, I've been a huge Met fan all my life. And Pete goes into these, if you've watched what you have, he goes into these funks the last couple of years especially. I think he's going to come out of this thing, and he's going to start hitting, and he's going to start, putting a couple of home runs out at a time, and doubles and so on. And the average may not be what we would think is really so terrific. Of course, 225, 235. But as far as the power, he's going to do it.
Yeah, but the thing with the average, we can't just dismiss the average, and I'm going to tell you why. If he ends up hitting 210 with 45 home runs, he really expects to get paid what Freddie Freeman and Matt Olson got paid? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, there's a certain skill and an incredible value to a home run hitter. But if he wants to, get $40 million a year like Aaron Judge, it's not happening. Because although he's gotten better, he's certainly not a great defender at first. He's going to be, 30, Don, when he becomes a free agent?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If Pete got $30 million a year, he should grab it. Because the last thing I want for Pete Alonso is to be sitting there on March 17th next year, just like Boris's clients were this year, and not have a job. Because if he's holding out for Aaron Judge money, he's not getting it.
Well, and also what it would do is really hurt his chances of staying here, because it would feed into the narrative of why I think the Mets are apprehensive to give him a contract.
Right.
So he'll get paid, but he won't get paid what he wants.
Let's go to Alan in Westchester. Alan.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good. What's up?
First of all, I heard last week you guys were doing the In the Wild stories, and I was trying to get through, and I wanted to give you one if you don't mind.
Of course. What do you have?
So I'm about Michael's age, and I was about 10 or 12 at the time, so you can do the math. I grew up in L.A., and we had season tickets to the Dodgers. And we went to a game against the Cardinals, and Jim Brewer, Dodger closer, hung a screwball that Lou Brock hit about halfway up the pavilion, the bleachers at Dodger Stadium, to win the game in the ninth inning. And there was a guy on second base when he hit the ball. So then my father could see that I was very upset because, as a kid, the Dodgers lost. So he said, hey, you want to get Vin Scully's autograph? So we went up to the top of the press box level, and we waited for Scully to finish, and he came out, and he was very gracious, of course, and he signed our programs. And then we got in the elevator to go down to the parking level, and it was just my family, my sister, my mother, my father, and me, and Scully in the elevator. And Scully wasn't we went to the back, and we were standing behind him and saw his back. And what do you say to Vin Scully, right? In an elevator, he's a legend. It's like being in an elevator with Michael Kay. I was completely speechless. So then suddenly it's totally quiet. Just you could hear a pin drop, and then you see Scully slowly shake his head, and he says, never should have pitched to Brock. And then the elevator door opens, and he walks out into the night. And that's my In the Wild story. You guys
it's a great story, but it's not in the Wild. You're a Dodger fan.
Yeah, no. That's where Vin Scully's supposed to be.
It's the opposite of the Wild. Yeah. It's a good story, though.
No, it's a very good story. But
I did come up with an In the Wild. I remembered something over the weekend. I was on, remember the old Eastern Shuttle?
Okay.
Oh, Eastern Airlines.
Eastern Shuttle. And then Donald Trump bought it, become the Trump Shuttle. But it was the Eastern Shuttle then. And I was going to Boston for a Yankee-Red Sox game. And on the flight, sitting like a row behind me, was Jacqueline Onassis Kennedy and Howard Cosell.
That's a nice combination. How did you not forget that?
Yeah, how do you leave that out of the In the Wild?
Because I didn't have any interaction. I mean, it was with you and Seinfeld. He ran by, you didn't stop him. And my mind was like trying to edit things out of like interaction. I didn't have any interaction. All I kept thinking was, God forbid if the plane went down, I'd be and others.
Oh, you would have absolutely been and others.
Yeah.
Would have taken many paragraphs to get to you.
I don't even know if I make the cut.
You probably don't.
Because I was a writer then. So.
Oh my Lord. Nothing.
You know what I realized today? I didn't even know this. My In the Wild, it's not a big one, but Peter would appreciate it, was Cornel West. We were on the same flight to Nashville together, and I interacted with him. I didn't even realize today he's running for president. Did you know that?
Yeah, the fact that you didn't realize it's not going well.
Yeah, I did know that, but that is problematic for his campaign.
Well, yeah, he's running as an independent. I just saw a poll, and I saw he was there. And
well, Kennedy's running as an independent. People have kind of heard of RFK Jr.
Right.
Well, no, people know that Cornel West is running.
Yeah, but not the same level of RFK Jr.
All he had to do was have speculation that Aaron Rodgers was going to be his VP. It would have put him in a great spot.
And also a great, a great family name to kind of help when running for president. But I didn't know that. But Cornell was very nice.